Work is underway in Parliament for the monsoon session in the midst of this pandemic. That has been the big news today, and it also involves a change of seating, installation of display screens, as well as UV radiation systems to kill the viruses. Now, this piece of news has generated a lot of interest. Of late, there have been many gadgets that have flooded the market using this UV technology for eradicating the virus. So how effective is it really, and how safe is it? Well, Dr. Trikha is still with us to talk about that. Dr. Trikha, tell us what is your view on the use of UV for eradicating coronavirus?
Okay, this is nothing new. UV rays are known to be effective to take care or kill various bacteria, fungal molds, and all those stuffs, and they have been used for so many years. Once the pandemic came in, there was more interest generated to use of UV devices, especially in the air conditioning systems. One must realize that in an air conditioning system, we always had HEPA filters, which are high efficiency particulate air filters, which filter all the particles till a level they can be washed, and we have been using them in our operation theaters in all centrally air conditioned units in a hospital kind of a thing, or for other matters in offices. So this interest in UV rays came in because there was research which showed us that the UV rays are germicidal, or they kill certain bacteria and virus, especially which are of measles, tuberculosis, and SARS Corona-1 virus. So there are still not enough reports which tells us that this would be effective in COVID-19 virus, but the fact is that it is very effective, and if it is applied at the air conditioner system, it is normally put near the coil or inside the ducts, then it is likely to be very helpful in cleaning the air which is being pushed. At the same time, we must realize that every air conditioned system should have at least 12 cycles per minute per hour for the fresh air to be pumped in, so that the air which is inside the room or a hall is thrown out. To go further, UV rays are basically three kinds, and three types. They have been divided on their frequency, and ultraviolet C rays are supposed to be the most effective and germicidal. So these ultraviolet C rays have a frequency of 180 to about 280 nanometers. It is again scientific things, but the fact is that this is the nearest possible thing which we could do to keep the air clean. So it is worthwhile. We already have certain operation theaters in the institute which have it.
All right. In fact, we can just show this visual to our viewers, a study which was published in the online journal Nature, which shows that these UVC light efficiently and safely, eradicating coronavirus, and it shows just how it gets eradicated there. If you can just bring up that visual. Doctor, finally, any concerns you have about this? Because there are certain devices that you can leave in a room that, that emit the UV rays, but people should not come near that, and they're run by remote control. So there are certain care that one has to take.
Yes, we must realize that once we have this kind of information in today's world, the market will be full of devices which will give you all these kind of stuffs which can be used in rooms, in the night, in the halls, or whatever. One must realize that the UV light which is used as a germicidal can be irritant to the skin, that can cause skin allergy. There is no correlation with UV light usage and the incidence of malignancy, skin cancer. However, there has been a report which has shown that higher amounts of UV light has caused some kind of such issues in rats. At the present time, it is safe, but one must realize that it can cause skin allergies, and it should not be used to sterilize our own hands or our own bodies. They are only for air or for services.
Sure.
So one should be careful. One can't have it and try to, instead of washing hands, put your hand inside a UV box and try to make your hands sterilized.
Absolutely.
This is not to be done.
All right, Doctor. Well, we also have a lot of viewer questions that are sent to us, various doubts and questions that viewers have. So thank you for answering those as well. Let's just take a look at the first question we have.
Hi guys, my name is Sakshi and I have a 2-year-old at home. So my question to you would be, is there anything I should be adding in her diet? I'm already giving her vitamin D and iron drops. So is there any other precaution I should be taking with her?
Doctor?
Okay, Sakshi, I think you are a very caring mother. You just follow what your pediatrician tells you to use. You have to do nothing special for your child. But what is important is that you have to wash your hands every time you pick up your child, or anybody else who picks up your child. If you have a maid who takes care of the child, you have to be very particular. So that is the kind of thing which you have to take care for a 2-year-old. Nothing special, no special food, no costly food, no costly food supplements.
All right, and we have another question from Shivangi from Delhi, and it's a similar sort of question. Let's just play that out.
So my question for you is that how can we increase our immunity? Because these days all of us are going out of our houses to our offices. So how can we make our immunity stronger naturally?
All right, Dr. Trikha, I think that's something everybody wants to know, how to boost immunity. And there's so many immunity boosters in the market right now.
Yes, that's what I said earlier also. Once we talk about anything on your TV channels, the market is flooded with things and they are expensive. You must realize that the government of India has put on Ayush. You go to the site of Ayush and they will tell you how to make a kara out of normal spices, which is very useful. It has clove, it has dalchini, it has honey, it has some lemon. So you make it and you keep on drinking it, and that is supposed to be an immuno booster. There are other very many things available. I would prefer to use something which is natural, which you can make in your own house, than to buy a very costly thing. So you simply go to Ayush and find out how to make it and get everybody in your house to take it 2 or 3 times a day.
All right, and that will anyway help in this time of viruses and, virals around this season. Thank you so much, Dr. Trikha, for sparing your time and answering all those questions for us.
Thank you very much.